Thousands of medical records of women are in the midst of a tug of war tonight.
A Brentwood couple says a doctor was negligent in safeguarding them and that many strangers have seen those records.
Now, they tell our chief investigative reporter Jeremy Finley they had to take a desperate step to protect them.
What is this?
Tons of patients' medical files.
It was the last thing the Borgeson family thought they'd find.
Thousands of patients, thousands of files.
When they rented a retired doctor's home in Brentwood, thousands of medical records, they say not securely locked away, but displayed in a storage area in the garage.
You've seen these files?
Yes, I have.
Next door neighbor Frederica Statham says during the doctor's estate sale, the files were in open cabinets.
And there were several people there looking through it. We were literally scared. We said, oh, we shouldn't be looking at them. That's private.
The Borgesons say when they asked the home's owner, Dr. Molly Chatterjee, to remove the files, she advised them to just move them aside. They determined that wasn't good enough.
We had decided that it was in the best interest of all these women to take these and, put them in safekeeping.
So they hauled the files to this storage unit, locked them away, and filed a federal complaint with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
We obviously didn't look in any of these files, but just looking on the outside, you can tell all of these cases belong to women. And what's inside, we're told, is extremely personal.
Everything from STDs, an AIDS patient,
Social Security numbers,
family histories with drug tests,
credit card numbers.
There's a lot of concern that these records weren't protected as they should have been.
Well, they were protected.
Dr. Chatterjee wouldn't come out to do an interview, but insists the records were always safe.
They were in locked boxes and they were inside a locked room.
All of these people dispute that.
What would these poor women do if they realized that their files were exposed?
All right, well, here's where things could get really ugly. While the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services will not discuss an open investigation, the Borgesons' attorney says that federal office is insisting the family turn those records back over to the doctor. But as of now, the Borgesons say they don't feel those medical records are secure with her.
You can understand why. So what is the takeaway here, Jeremy? I mean, what happens if a doctor that we have retires? What do they do with the records?
So, Tracy, we wondered the same question. Here's what we found out. When a doctor retires, he or she must keep records of adults for 10 years. But we reviewed the law. It doesn't state how or where they have to store them. Best advice, ask and demand to know where your records are being kept. Tom?
The I-Team's Jeremy Finley. Jeremy, thank you.